Laikipia has become, a structure has been, but it's becoming more a major touristic attraction because of the number of wildlife who are here, very many. The diversity of wildlife is very high. The landscape is very good, mountain viewing all the way to looking at the dry runs, so one can be able to have a very long view from here all the way up to arid lands. And then the ecosystem is very interesting in the sense of very good agricultural land, which looks very much very well conserved. Some of the best agricultural land in the world in the areas of Nanyuki and Timao as we are going to Meru. It's quite an attractive place for all kinds of touristic activities. The number of tours are increasing. The conservancies are there. In fact, Laikipia, the biggest number of conservancies in the country. So this is their day, and exhibitors have come all the way from Nairobi. Others have even come all the way from Nakuru, and we find this very interesting, so that we can promote tourism and also promote the nexus that tourism has got with livelihood, with conservation, and with natural resource management.
Laikipia, as I have mentioned there before, is we attract quite a number of international tourists, including locals. And the idea of Kenya being a host to Ebola, people coming from Uganda or Tanzania, is a negative thing for tourism. I would say, like, for example, in tourism, it has a 4 multiplier effect. For every tourist that comes into Kenya, 4 people benefit down like the chain. And with this introduction of Americans coming to be treated in Kenya is going to affect tourists in a very, very negative way. Jobs will be lost. Businesses will be lost, incomes will be lost, even to KRA. Look at what happened, what was the impact with COVID is some 2 years ago. And it is very, very important that we plead with the government of Kenya to safeguard the livelihoods of the many, many, many Kenyans that are going to be affected with this. And this will cut across everywhere, not only in Laikipia, everywhere in Kenya. So we really would not encourage this to happen. Why wouldn't they do this quarantine in Uganda or where the Ebola is happening?
What I want to touch on is on the current affairs, where we've recently heard that we are setting up a center that will be used to quarantine Ebola patients here in Laikipia, and that will have a detrimental impact on tourism in Laikipia, especially given that we are currently building that brand of tourism in Laikipia. We know that many people, when they think of tourism in Laikipia or in the country, they usually think about the beach, and then they also think about the safari. Laikipia is building a very strong brand in terms of safari tourism or wildlife tourism, but we're also coming up in terms of MICE or conference tourism, and we're also doing a lot in terms of hotels, lodges, camps, and all other forms of tourism. So this will take up steps. It will take us steps backwards in terms of even creating jobs, in terms of even building our marketing. Everybody will form a perception that if you're coming to Laikipia, you are at high risk of contracting Ebola. So we urge the government and all stakeholders to rethink this decision and see what other alternatives exist. We want to protect this brand, and we want to continue growing it as much as possible. Thank you.